Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's make chicken marsala. You only need a few ingredients and this comes out really good and it's easy to make. Alright, so let's start with our chicken. I'm using what I had on hand and that's chicken breast. I started off by seasoning it with some salt and pepper and then coating both sides of the chicken in flour, which I also seasoned with salt and pepper. In my skillet, I'm going to be adding about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and then 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter over low to medium heat. Once the butter has completely melted, I'll be adding my chicken to the pan. I'm going to cook this on both sides for about 4 to 5 minutes. Remember, at this point, you're just pan frying your chicken for a few minutes on each side. Once the chicken is golden brown, I will remove it and set it to the side. Typically, I'd use chicken cutlets for this recipe because they're pretty thin. But because I use chicken breasts, I went ahead and cut them open just a little bit to ensure that they cook all the way through. In the same pan, I'm going to add onions and mushrooms. I'll be using half of a sweet onion and half a package of portobello mushrooms. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil here. Once the onions are softened or translucent, I'll add in my mushrooms. This process takes about 2 to 3 minutes. Next, I'm going to be adding in some chicken stock, Marsala Cooking Wine, and a Balsamic Reduction Sauce. I'm using half a cup of chicken stock, half a cup of the Marsala Cooking Wine. If you want to get fancy, you can use actual Marsala wine, but I'm just using cooking wine. And then about 1 to 2 tablespoons of this Balsamic Reduction Sauce. I find that this really does enhance the flavor of this meal, but if you're not able to find this in the store or if you don't have any of this on hand, check the description box. I've listed a few ingredients that you can whisk together as a modification. Now I'll start to combine and then I am adding back in my chicken. I'm cooking this over medium heat for an additional 8 to 10 minutes. After a few minutes, the sauce is going to start to thicken up from the flour I added. While the chicken cooks, I'm going to prepare some parsley. I'm going to add this as the last step, just as a garnish. I like fresh parsley for this. I just find that it adds an additional element of flavor to the meal. If you don't have any on hand, you can omit it altogether, or if you have some green onions, you can throw those on top. All right, you guys, so at this point it's almost done. I'm just gonna give it one more flip and then I'll spoon some of the sauce over the chicken. Turn the heat off and let it rest for a little bit. And then I'll plate it up. So if you haven't had this before, I'd best describe it as a dish that tastes very creamy, sweet, and savory. All the ingredients really build upon one another. I really recommend trying it. All right, you guys, so that's it for today's video. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.